Even chipmunks and giraffes, occasional kangaroo. I fell for her hard now, so it's a little weird. When I first laid eyes on her, I tripped on my bed. She's a keeper, guys. She's an enterprise. I ain't telling lies. She's a keeper. I'm an old goat who just got out the pen, and I know our love's against the laws. You gotta admit, we're just way too different. Love will never last. Ain't got even it must be she's the same in my class. She's a keeper, guys. She's an enterprise. I ain't telling lies. She's a keeper. I'm sitting in this petting zoo, practicing my lines, hoping she'll stop by today so we can spend some time. Just a while and over, bones quiet and can be your favorite kid, Diane. You can be banana. She's a keeper, she's an enterprise. I ain't telling lies. She's a keeper, guys. She's an enterprise. I ain't telling lies. She's a keeper. Alright, this is your old daddy Crawdad, Curtis Crawdad Brayfield, and that's the reason why I don't play a lot of leads. That's one of my first originals I ever wrote. It's called She's a Keeper. And here's the behind the music about that one. When I was in Iraq back in 2006, I was on this website and somebody did a challenge to write a country song about a zookeeper. Just so happens that my mom was a volunteer at the St. Louis Zoo. She wasn't a zookeeper, but she was a volunteer, a docent, and she was real proud of that. She got to handle some of the animals. She got to teach classes to kids in school about these animals and everything else. So she really enjoyed that, and I enjoyed visiting with her in St. Louis when at the zoo when I got the chance. So. That's the reason why I started writing it. Now, the story behind this is this. They got a petting zoo at the St. Louis Zoo, and unlike most petting zoos, you go and at the entrance to the thing, you can pay quarter, 50 cents, maybe it's $1 now, get a little cup of some grain or something so that the goats will come up to you and you can feed them and pet them. Well, they don't do that at the St. Louis Zoo. They're very peculiar about what they're feeding the animals, and which I can understand. But you know, the idea that they're going to get fed, though, they've already got that idea. And so I was in there one day, and I had a leather jacket on that had these tassels that would hang down off of the various zippers. It was a motorcycle jacket. So there's zippers everywhere, but they've got these little tassels that hang down. This goat started nibbling on one, and so I saw that there was a tree growing over the wall of this petting zoo, so I went over and I started to break a twig off of this tree. Had some leaves on it. I was going to feed the goat some leaves, so I'd leave my jacket alone. Well, the keeper comes and sees this, and she comes running over and she goes, hey, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm going to feed this goat some leaves because he keeps eating my jacket. Well, we don't want him to get the idea that they're going to get fed. As I pull my jacket back out of the goat's mouth, I tell her, lady, he's already got that idea. I didn't put it in there. She goes, well, that tree might be poisonous to them. And my first thought was, they eat tin cans. But what came out of my mouth was, maybe you should have thought about that before you put the tree there, lady. You know, I mean, they're very protective of their landscape, and I know that they wouldn't have, you know, they're not going to let just any tree grow in the St. Louis Zoo. They want to make sure that everything is going to be safe for these animals, but this lady doesn't know that. And then I thought, you know what, discretion is the better part of valor. And people who know me know that thought doesn't come into my head very often, but this was one of the maybe couple of times that it did. And I said, yep, you know what? You're right, I'm leaving. And so the reason why was I didn't want that to go on my record. You know, nobody wants to. And Mr. Brayfield, why were you kicked out of a petting zoo? You know, that doesn't look good. Also, I didn't want my mom to get in trouble for raising such a unruly child, you know. So I left rather than stay and possibly get the zoo cops involved or something. I don't know. Might have ended up like Harambe, I guess. So yeah, that's the story of She's a Keeper. Now, I wrote that in 2006. My mom passed away in 2014. She did get a chance to hear that song. I played it for her, and she loved it immensely. When I wrote it, I hadn't actually written any chords or anything. I just wrote the song kind of generally, and I sent her the words, and she loved it just like that. But eventually, I was able to sing the song for her, and she loved that as well. She used to sing a song when we were growing up called "The Thing" by Phil Harris, and if you get a chance, look that song up. It's called "The Thing," and that's the kind of humor and the kind of music that she liked. She liked songs with a sense of humor, songs that were weird, and songs that and novelty songs, and this kind of fits in with that. And so, you know, I'm probably proudest of that because at least the right audience enjoyed it. I also stuck in that last line there, I'll be your favorite kid, Diane, you can be my nanny, because me and my half-sisters all have a kind of a contest, you know, among each other about who's mom's favorite kid. Well, I wrote a song for Mom, so Barb, you can suck it.